The wife of Supreme Court Justice Samuel Alito, Martha Ann, went full MAGA during what she believed was a private conversation with another conservative during the Supreme Court Historical Society's annual dinner. Journalist Lauren Windsor went undercover as an activist, a right-wing activist, and captured what both Samuel Alito and his wife think about the left. Now, I covered Samuel Alito's statements on polarization in a previous segment, so why don't we just dive into what Martha Ann had to say.
It's not okay.
It's okay. It's okay because if they come back to me, I'll get them. I'm going to be liberated, and I'm going to get them.
What do you mean by
Oh, well,
gay?
There's a 5-year defamation statute of limitations.
But I don't know what you mean by gay, like by media. Oh, okay. But why do you think they're coming after you?
They are.
I mean, like the whole like appeal to have heaven flag was like bullshit, right?
Right. But that's, you know, the other thing is the Feminazis believe that he should control me.
Yeah.
So you go to hell. He never controls me.
They're persecuting you, and you're like a convenient stand-in for anybody who's religious.
Look at me. I'm German. I'm German. My heritage is German. You come after me, I'm going to give it back to you. And there will be a way. It doesn't have to be now, but there will be a way. They will know. So don't worry about it.
I thought they were Italian. I don't know. Okay, so here we have media bad, feminazis. Now they're trying to get him to control me, the feminazis. Wait, who? Meaning your husband, right? Him, obviously. Which is funny because that's not what feminists would be in favor of. I mean, it would be against a man telling a woman what to do. Okay, but anyway, I know, it's real weird. And then, of course, you had the focus on revenge. Oh, they come after me. I'm gonna come back and get them. I'm gonna give it back to you, and there won't be a way. There'll be a way. They'll know. They'll know. Don't worry about it. Coming for them. Okay. Wow, Martha Ann. Whoa, calm down. All right. But we're not done. There's more.
And I told him this year, I'm like, you know, over the past year, I remembered our conversation, and I looked at what happened to you and your wife, and I'm like, how is there any negotiating with the radical left? There's not. You cannot negotiate with the radical left. You have to just win. They feel. You have to. No.
There is no negotiating with the radical left. Now look, her statements echo a lot of Republicans, a lot of the right wing, a lot of MAGA, and okay, yeah, I get that. But she also echoed her husband, right? When he had said things like, there are differences on fundamental things that cannot be compromised. That's not good, considering he is a Supreme Court justice and he is supposed to be non-biased and impartial on these things. But he says, well, we just can't compromise. We're just fundamentally different. Okay, well, that's not good. Now, she then hilariously added, they only feel, they don't think. Really? Oh, yeah, so you're one of those facts over feelings kind of people. Interesting. You could apply that very much to the right wing as projection. Look, here's the thing. I think to have a well-rounded person, you need to do both. You need to think and to feel. Specifically, having empathy, which is feeling, and also to be able to think logically about things and to accept facts, scientific evidence, perhaps, things like climate change, for example. And so the right wing currently seems to have the capacity to do neither. I mean, I don't see a lot of empathy towards anyone outside their in-group, okay? No, they have plenty of empathy to people inside their own communities, inside their own groups. For example, straight white Christians. Right? They've got a lot of empathy for each other, right? And they do feel, obviously. But again, when it comes to people outside of their in-group, the feeling is rage. Either rage or offense that someone could challenge their beliefs and their worldview, even if it's indirect, right? Even if it's through something like a pride flag, which leads me, of course, into the last video that I'm going to show.
You know what I want? I want a Sacred Heart of Jesus flag because I have to look across the lagoon at the Pride flag for the next month.
Exactly.
And he's like, oh, please don't put up a flag. I said, I won't do it because I'm deferring to you. But when you are free of this nonsense, I'm putting it up and I'm going to send them a message every day. Maybe every week I'll be changing the flags. There'll be all kinds. I made a flag in my head. This is how I satisfy myself. I made a flag. It's white and it's yellow and orange flames around it. And in the middle is the word vergogna. Vergogna in Italian means shame. Vergogna, V-E-R-G-O-G-N-A, vergogna. Shame, shame, shame on you, you know.
I mean, this is how I satisfy myself, you know, by making revenge flags in my head, because I have to look at a pride flag. Okay, again, she's dreaming up flags, and at one point wanted to put up a Sacred Heart Jesus flag. Now, here's the thing about that. What does that flag stand for? Devotion to Jesus and his love for humans and love for God. All right, great. You know what? June happens to be Sacred Heart of Jesus month, along with being Pride. Those two things are not mutually exclusive. You can have both. Jesus said absolutely nothing about gay people. But Martha, I think what Martha is saying here is she wants to use the Sacred Heart flag as a direct response to Pride, saying, ha ha, I'm going to put up a Jesus flag. Hey, you take that, you godless gays. Now, wait a minute here. I'll be sending them a message. That's what she said. Now, here's the thing. Look, I'm an atheist, all right? And I'm very pro-LGBTQ. I'm not offended by the Sacred Heart flag. I don't know anybody who is, okay? I'm not offended at the least by any of those flags or anyone's religious beliefs. Now, I do get offended, however, when people use religion to harm people and deny them human rights, as anyone should be offended. Anyone who believes in human rights should be offended by that. But I think the whole idea of believing in something bigger than yourself, I've got no problem with that, all right? I've mellowed out on my atheism in my older age, okay? That said, she has not mellowed out at all. She's offended by the pride flag. She is offended by the existence of gay people, okay? And by them taking pride in who they are and what they've been through. That's what pride is about. It's about celebrating overcoming the hardships that society has thrown at them over the years for being who they are. It is a celebration of we're gay and we're still around. Despite everything you've tried to do to us, we're still here. She thinks she's sending a message, but not of love, not of devotion, which is what the flag, you know, the Sacred Heart flag is supposed to be to stand for. Her message is, no, I want to send out hate and intolerance. That's what it means to her. She said vergogna, right? In her other flag that she dreamed up, right? Shame. She wants everyone else to be shamed for disagreeing with her. That's who she is. To me, it's what she seems like from this little interaction, that she is bitter, angry, and vengeful at all sorts of people. The left, the media, everybody that doesn't agree with her. Not at all like the Jesus she claims to believe in and claims to be devoted to. And I think that's the overall takeaway that I not only have from her, but from a lot of people on the right. Just lots of bitter, angry, vengeful people getting mad that people who are different from them happen to exist. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, subscribe, hit the bell icon in order to get notified whenever a new video is released. And if you want to support independent, progressive media through this difficult time where it seems like everybody is shutting down, you can become a member on our YouTube page, you can become a subscriber on Facebook, or you can go to my Patreon. It's patreon.com/Jeff Waldorf. Thank you.